Okay, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Hello, Brianna. Hello, Alicia. Okay, so let's talk about the 4 ingredients that you need to create, build, sustain, leverage, and legacy wealth. Okay, we're going to talk about this very briefly, and I'm seeing your comments on the screen, so thank you. I want to first give a few shout outs to Atara Wright of the Wealth First Facebook group. If you have not, make sure you join her. She just did a wonderful presentation on wealth building and what it looks like. And today I actually have a presentation that I'm doing. I have a radio, and so I wanted to really quickly kind of come in and talk to you all briefly. Can you hear? What is it? I'll wait. Briefly about what it means to start creating multiple streams of wealth. And I say wealth builders because at the end of the day, we're all here to help bring somebody else out of the land of lack, the land of struggle. Hello, Dr. Marvin Smith. Hello, Atara. Hello, Maria. Jay Hen is in the building. If everyone could click on the share and invite people that highlight here with the button that says invite. Just click that button and make sure you react and comment. All right, so we're going to talk about multiple streams of wealth builders, right? So first of all, what is it that you like to do? Is it fishing? Do you like administrative work, landscaping, sales, marketing, business, taxes? Is it just living life, or is development? Either giving development in or receiving it. What does that look like for you? And then how much do you need to earn extra a day, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly? See, it's not about sitting and waiting around for the in the meantime or the rough patches to occur. We have to have a plan. In order to start talking about wealth and bridging the gap between our counterparts' access to wealth and what we have to stop making excuses and start being accountable. See, a lot of people want to make excuses and don't want to be accountable for where they are. Hey, Stacy Simmons. And hello, Nia. All right. Now, it's time to exceed the comfortable income, revenue, and profit ceilings. And what that means is that a lot of times, because we've been programmed that wealth means that we are on a job for an extended amount of time. Thank you for sharing, Atara. An extended amount of time that we have to leverage only at that playing field, at that $30,000 salary, at that $50,000 salary, at that 6-figure salary, 7-figure salary, 8, 10, and 9-figure salaries, right? Many people stop at a salary and at the idea that they only can have a salary. And the thing about transitioning into the marketplace and creating streams of income that create not only a foundation, but also a strong foundation that you can build from, right? And build up in order to start creating wealth and legacy and having that emergency money and exceeding your comfortable income, revenue, and profit ceilings. The way to do that is by having a plan. Understand you're going to have to break through. You're going to break through. You got to break through some of those profit ceilings, some of those ceilings or restrictions or barriers that's keeping you from being able to transition from your 9-to-5, transition from a bad relationship, get to a point where you're able to write something down and then create it in a blueprint and sell 19 pages for $75 to $150 incrementally, while you're still working a 9-to-5, while you're still publishing your books, while you're still collaborating and networking, while you're still socializing. So the things that I'm looking for is people who want to learn how to earn part-time or full-time or a combination of both. And I broke this down. Think about it. Part-time work is about 5 to 20 hours weekly, which means it's about 2 to 5 days a week that you're working, which means that 8 to 20 days out of the month, 24 to 60 days out of the quarter, 96 to 240 days out of the year, you're working. Or would you rather get to a point and a place of execution where you have days of freedom of 269 opposed to only 125 yearly? I'm sitting right here, right now, part-time. Part-time. I worked full-time. I worked my business part-time. I slept in my car part-time, right? I went through heartache and pain part-time. Full-time is being able to have just incremental cash flow, multiple streams of income, wealth, legacy, freedom, happiness, peace of mind, no drama, empire, dynasty, all of that, right? Hello, Kamaya. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. So if you want to earn full-time, that looks like a traditional 40 hours a week, 4 to 7 days a week, 16 to 28 days a month, 48 to 84 days a quarter, 192 days to 336 days a year. This is you working. So think about it. Many of us go from working 336 days a year, right, at an 8-hour shift, getting up early, getting dressed, getting the family together, or just getting in the car, fighting traffic, maybe, not always, right? Not always. But we have those moments. Then we get there, we do the work, people not doing their parts. This is 336 days out of a year that you're doing that. It's not about do you want to do it for somebody else, because some people come into the marketplace with the wrong mindset, and they come and then they resent their own business, which causes them not to be profitable, right? Transition, it is a process. It's a process. You have to appreciate that you have a standards of operational manual at your job, that there is an HR department, that there is a process to onboard, that there's a process to launch a product, that there's a process to secure contracts. See, I have a contract, I have a refund policy. Trust me, everyone, I'm not new to this, called the marketplace, business, entrepreneurship, self-employment, whatever it is you want to call it. I call it being an executive CEO and getting to that point of elevation within self organically, that you understand that you can either full-time have to work like this. Really, let me just go ahead and I want to update this. This isn't days of freedom. This is days of work, of automated work, meaning you can put things into place. You can either give 173 days out of a year to your business or an idea or give birth, or you can say, I'm going to only give 29. See, what I'm doing here in this presentation, everybody, and it's not done, is I'm allowing for, when I do my radio feature today, I want to make sure that I'm able to give them some type of example, some type of resource that brings home the 20 minutes that I have to not only have small chat, right, with the host, deliver the content or answer the questions. And then again, the last, 3 to 5 minutes on the radio feature, they want for you to do what, everybody? Tell people how they can connect with you. So the idea about business, no matter if you're in a multi-level marketing structure, no matter if you have your own brands, no matter if you're partnering with people, the idea of wealth is creating not only streams of income, but a foundation of resources, human capital, resources, your own blood, sweat, and tears, your own elbow grease, being humble, having confidence, making a decision, making the decision, just what is it that you want to do? Hey, Angela Williams, don't think that transitioning from something, just because the grass got a little dull, doesn't mean it's not green anymore. It just needs some nurturing. See, our 9-to-5s need some nurturing. Because if you don't nurture yourself while you're transitioning to the marketplace, you'll come here and you'll see things like blueprints and you'll think somebody trying to tell you what to do. Somebody trying to tell you what to do. Nobody wants to be your boss. Trust me, y'all. I know I surely don't want to be anybody's boss. So let's look at something. Let's look at some blueprints. Now, this is week 4. Now, in week 4, we're talking about mastering the color personality. Right now, we're on week 2. So I'm going to just show y'all week 4, the first page. How about that, y'all? Not a problem. So we would have already understood our money. Let me go through my blueprint. Let me print it out. So week 1, we're talking about our revenue plan and understanding how much money we need to earn and what top 3 products is going to get us with the quantity sold to that. We're then looking at marketing and branding. What activities can we do realistically that's not going to stress us out and take us away from what we're already doing? That's the type of strategies you're looking for. Let me say hello to everybody. Hey, Sherelle, how are you? Hello, Jeremy. Hey, Melanice. Make sure you guys share this out. Then we talk about business finance. You cannot run away from business finance, ladies and gentlemen. Many of you cannot afford to hire a CPA, a tax professional, a person who can not only prepare your taxes, but offer you business advice. Here's what people have to understand with me. I'm more than a tax professional. Right? I can talk about preparing your taxes in 5 minutes and then go right into moving forward into what really matters, your bottom line. Hello, Lucian, right? And then section 4 of the week 1's blueprint talks about business accountability and reflection. There's 3 major areas here that you're filling out. And this actually causes you to come back to this week's blueprint, like when you're on week 4, to make sure you understand that you're on track. I'm all about people knowing you're on track. See, wealth is not about complicating the situation or creating unnecessary drama and not communicating. A lack of communication will block wealth because it will block resources. It will block reputations. It will make misunderstandings and frustration. It will kill the energy. And honestly, what I love about meditation, what I love about the law of attraction, what I love about, the whole color personality aspect is that it enables a person to really understand how to interact with people without having to stop what you're doing and getting a bachelor's degree, right? In sociology or psychology. Week 2, we're talking about our time plan, money plan, community service plan, self-care plan, social life plan, networking plan, legacy plan. And we have our sections that are asking us for certain things. Now, here, this seems simple. Some of you guys are like, okay, I can contact my top 5 influencers that I follow on social media and create a warm rapport. Don't sell them. I can RSVP to 3 major events happening within the next 3 to 5 months. I'm going there anyway, right? I can invite 5 friends to socialite, to network with me or some other gathering this week. And I can finalize some changes to my current business plan. See, sometimes you need to see what steps you may be missing so that you can move forward in your business so that you don't get stuck in this transition, right? Hey, Tromaine, section 3, business finance. Very important. Have you ran your profit and loss statement? Have you ran it? Do you know if you're on track to make a profit by tax season? It's kind of blurry. All right, maybe this is better. Let's see. So, did you achieve your week 3 goal? How much did you miss the goal by? How much do you need to break even by Friday? And then how many sales do you need to achieve and exceed your goal by 10%? Because if you didn't achieve last week's goal, oh my Lord, I think I'm supposed to be at 71st Street. Hold on, I'm getting there, Mika. If you didn't exceed last week's goal or achieve it, then you need to exceed this week's goal by 10%. Make sure you go ahead and this week, this is week 4's blueprint, everybody, right? So we're talking about passion, purpose, profits, keys to unlocking your full potential. That's what week 3's blueprint is all about, the color personalities. And that's just the first page. and order more business cards, promo materials, and other resources. So now that you understand that business can happen no matter where you're at, and I'm about to go eat lunch. Don't, Mika, I'm coming, girl, I'm coming. I just got a feeling I had to get this out. When you look at business and putting things together and using the resources that you have, then I think a lot of times we're making these things hard. Why did my business program Equip You? Why did that sell the way that it sold? It sold because I was able to build a rapport to know exactly what the pain points are of the people who I serve, and understanding that, hey, they need me, not necessarily with so much hands-on. They may just need somebody to give them a blueprint and give them something that's going to help them to move forward without all of the, the racket. So then when you look at something like this, a file folder on your computer, right, that has your training materials by modules, and it's nothing more than a recorded PowerPoint, it's nothing more than a PDF, and then you have your playbacks from your trainings. This is archiving your progress. This is transitioning into the marketplace. This is transitioning into wealth. Hello, Jeffrey. This is allowing you to utilize what you already have for free and help you create incremental cash flow, not just multiple streams of income, but incremental cash flow. The mindset shifting that Atara Wright offers, that I offer, that we do, that we promote, it allows for you to be more specific, to start measuring your success, attaining what you desire, making sure that your goals are realistic and relevant and time bound. Now, how do I do this? How do I achieve these SMART goals? And this is a workbook, y'all. This is a 9-page workbook, right? Now, this is a $3,000 program, and this is just their, and then they come up with their freedom blueprints, right? So this is nothing more. The weekly blueprints that I offer currently with Pajama Money Live, Equip You, my books, my coaching, and the partnerships that I leverage with my other products and services that I offer. It is nothing more, ladies and gentlemen, than leveraging what I have, working smart, not hard, making sure that forever I will be able to make cash flow that's not stressful. And that's what you have to get to. Wealth is created, built, sustained, leveraged, and legacy, meaning passed on, when you have not only a mindset to behave well with money, but also when you understand your abundant and limited time is so precious that sometimes you need just a little help. So that's the things that blueprints offer you. That's what having multiple streams of income offer you. That's what understanding this concept of wealth building really means. It's not just a trending topic. It's honestly a shift. And people shift and they go through levels, right? There's levels to wealth. There's the initial transition, where in this first initial step, you literally have a choice that you can say, man, but my bank account just ain't looking right now. I'm going to wait. Or at this point, you can say, listen, my bank account is not looking right, but let me just do it because I got idle time. And then you follow steps from influencers, wealth gurus, wealth experts, people speaking about the languages that you want to start understanding instead of running from. That, my friend, is how you start creating wealth from your tablet, from your smartphone, from your Zoom session, from your Facebook, from a Facebook group, from a blueprint, from a spiral. Like, people literally followed me for about 3 months before anyone ever exchanged $20 with me, let alone 3,000. And so moving forward, I don't limit myself. And we talked about that before. You cannot limit yourself and get comfortable with your income and revenue and profit. You got to exceed those and break through it, because here's the deal about heaven and hell. Here's the deal about heaven and hell. In heaven, everything is great. It's bright, it's light, whatever the heaven looks like for you, right? Hell, what does hell look like for you? It looks like struggle. It looks like chains. It looks like lack. It looks scary. It's dark. And so you have to ask yourself, am I ready to get out of this darkness, this spontaneous darkness, this incremental darkness, and find my way into an incremental light that shines, that I'm earning while I learn, while I master my skills, while I connect to people, while I learn how to be a good follower, while I learn how to be a good leader, while I learn how to be a good parent, sibling, wife, spouse, right? And I'm earning extra money daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. Because the thing about multiple streams of income, and as you all know, I have LatoyaRose.com, right? That's one brand under LR International. And so the thing that people get confused about is how can one safely now balance multiple streams of income without losing focus of the personal brand. And so that's why we spoke about back in October and in November, we spoke about umbrella brands. And we spoke about with our good friend Brian Howard, how to make it work and set up your businesses legally so that when you're having an umbrella brand and you're being creative, that each mini brand, right, that falls under this umbrella brand, it's still its own entity, but it has an identity. And see, when you don't understand and you're taking pieces of a live stream because you want to be cheap, that's when you get cheap results. And that's when you're not creating wealth, and it takes a lot longer to get to where you want to go. It takes a lot longer to get to where you want to go. So yes, you have wealth advisors, gurus, consultants, everyone who in my Facebook group and in some other Facebook groups like Wealth First and Coach We Can Serve, and there's some other groups out here that are for the betterment of your business. Understand where you are right now. Are you in a business or transitioning in business and really don't know? Then you need to connect to people who understand business and not just the fluff and feel good. Because yes, in order for you to profit, you have to feel good, because you got to feel like I felt good in this picture, right? I felt good in this picture. I got a photo shoot done. I got over 300 pictures because my energy was good. I inspired the photographer and he gave me 300 pictures. And guess how much he was paid? Only $75. So you can't tell me that a photo shoot that was done a year ago with 300 photos, that this is not still being promoted, and I'm not going to be able to use these things. See, many people, you guys are making being in the marketplace, you're making it too hard. You're trying to make it like, oh, this ain't perfect. It ain't supposed to be perfect. That's just like my interns. I need help. Wealth building is about creating internships and opportunities, right? And so I had my interns go through here. And now next, what we're doing is I'm going to teach them how to go into a WordPress site and make corrections and correct things. And that's their enrichment. Some of them are getting college credit. Most of them, a couple of them are working towards a salaried position. And when I'm paying attention and investing and making a sacrifice and sleeping in my car and going through bad situations so that I can get to a point now where I'm paying attention to not only my coaches, but I'm also paying attention to my clients, and I'm paying attention to what it is that I'm doing, then you know without a shadow of a doubt that you're in the right space. And that's what you have to get to. You cannot think for a minute, well, I don't have it like you. I'm not gonna be able to sell it like you. Sometimes you just need to be in place to get the overflow of blessings. Because right now, the people who have partnered with me in my Surge 365 wholesale travel business, they're learning how to conduct their events and travel and do the things that they're already doing, save money by doing it. And they're also getting access to this VIP content. Hey, Tamara Ruth, how are you? And so you're talking about leverage, and you're talking about conditioning, I like to call it, content, so that it makes sense. That makes sense to me. Why not partner with someone? Do you always want to be a customer? The Bible says don't be a lender. Don't be a borrower all your life, right? Don't be a borrower, be a lender. And so the marketplace enables us to create multiple streams of revenue. And business strategists and business coaches and mentors and accountability partners and teammates, that teaches us and allows for us and enables us to have the discipline, the support, the peace of mind, and the strategy per se, right? So that we can actually profit and create ourselves a system that works, that's with integrity. Some people may be confused about it. Some people may not know what it is. But guess what? That's right, Tamara. You gotta learn while you earn. And in order to earn, you have to be coachable, you have to make a decision, and you have to tap into them good resources. You cannot be afraid. You have to tap into resources and present who you are, right? You are, who your brand is, your opportunity, your value that you're adding to a person's life first. How are you adding value to a person's life? You can't talk about wanting to be wealthy and you're not adding value to people's life. Period. A temporary distraction and a temporary, rare, habitual distraction is not the same thing as a person who intentionally, maliciously wants to cause you harm. Understand in business that it is a dog eat dog world. In order to start creating wealth, partnerships, collaborations, sold out events, legacy, bank accounts with the zeros all messed up, we must get out of ego, truly and genuinely, and we must ask questions and must not be afraid. No matter where our leadership level is, no matter what our level of experience, we must be okay with learning something new from all types of people and things. That's how we're advancing. Live stream is another thing. Hey, Ingrid Frank. Live stream is another thing. With live stream, you learn how to connect with people. With investing in tools like what I'm invested in, I was able to show you all briefly a presentation, something that I will be presenting as a ebook presentation to the people who listen to the radio station and the radio feature that I have today. Hey, Alonzo Ray Johnson. Hello. And what does this do when you're sharing your how in the process? You're now allowing people to create their own while they watch you evolve. And they may miss some things, but at least it gives you an opportunity to cultivate a relationship, right? That's trustworthy, that creates accessibility, value, that's ethical, so that each party involved can just live their life. So I'm going to get on off of here. I got to head out to 71st, and then I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.